Hello, boys and girls. Are you ready to enter a realm of magic and adventure, unlike that which has ever been known this side of Hogwarts? Alright, it's me, Jabroni Mike. Just kidding. It's not actually, a kind of British guy. What we have here, if you don't know, is My Immortal, which is widely regarded as one of the worst fanfics ever written. Some parts of it are unreadable, and by that I mean they are completely illegible because of bad grammar and spelling. However, there's also a lot of dumb shit in here. It is like Sonic High School in that it's kind of hard to determine whether or not this was written sarcastically or tongue-in-cheek, if you will. There's also a lot of weird sexual shit. However, a lot of that has been removed. So this is going to be a sanitized version of My Immortal. Compliments of my moderator, Omseal, who went through and made sure that everything within complies with the 2018 Twitch community guidelines. Sorry to disappoint you. He left in the weird, but he took out the completely explicit. So don't worry about anything that's too over the line. Omseal, yes, calls it the Blunted Fangs edition, which is fucking excellent. I actually had someone once read this to me, and I was absolutely stunned at the level of just ass. Spagooglio. Feel bad to the family. That's funny you asked me if I'm like the Phil Collins, because I was just jamming out to a Phil Collins song during my practice. Easy Lover. One of my favorite fucking drum tracks to just like sit there and put the song on and just fucking like wail to it. It's so tight and delicious. I fucking love that song. I did not mean for that to sound as erotic as it did, but I guess we gotta get in the mood for My Immortal. Lich Pit once, yes, dictated My Immortal to me. And it is, it's something else. This is gonna be the first time I'm reading through it firsthand, though. So, buckle in for this one, because it's really stupid. It's really stupid. It's, like, painfully stupid. Also, we have a lot of really lovely art from the community, who was just... Their fangs were chomping at the bit, at the neck, to take... I guess she's a vampire, some dumb shit. She's a vampire, but it's Hogwarts. It's a Harry Potter fanfic. I kind of don't know. I kind of don't know what's going on. It's a nice meld of different universes here. It's really something else. There's really not going to be any adult stuff, Cryomancer Lex. If Omseal did his job well. Believe me, if I see anything that sets off my alarms, I'm just gonna skip it. In any case, yes, the chat did some lovely art for this. So instead of me going on the internet and finding like outrageous things like I did during the Sonic High School reading, we're gonna see depictions of what we're reading from the chat. All right. Lich Pit is saying all the best shit is no way NSFW anyway. Good. All right. Let's dig in. Choo Wario wants to know why I streamed Detective Pikachu for 6 hours yesterday. I might have lost control of my life a little bit. I don't want you to be concerned. It's okay. Uncle Mike's got it all under control. Kind of. All right. You're also going to see that I set up a face rig, which it looks like is not recognizing my face. It's supposed to be a goth chick, but it's like a zombie. It was the best they had. It was the best I could find. Just waiting for it to pick up that capture on my face. Just waiting for it to... Face rig's gonna be face rig, I guess. Hello? Oh, there we go. Flying fettuccine. Back to the family, fettuccine. My pasta bro, flying fettuccine. I don't like it either, Octane. It's some kind of gross, like, the Ring or whatever. What the fuck? That movie with the tape? One of those, like, Japanese horror movie, like, cat girl things. It's stupid as hell. I hate it. But, yeah, it's worth... Yeah, the mouth is gross. But, yeah, it's just a goth chick. Listen. For those of you who have been longing for a goth girlfriend, long no longer. Long no longer. Here she is. She's beautiful and cute. Alright. Let's get this fanfic up. Interestingly, we have... I can't show this art, apparently. Can I have this? No, you're not gonna... I'll show you this piece of art later. It's very interesting. Actually, I think I need to show it to you now. Can I just have this piece of art that's in here? Can we just have this one piece of art that's here? Can you send me that cover art on Discord real quick? Cause like I feel like chat needs to see this. Cause it's really good. And by good I mean not good. Also, we found some royalty-free music that I have no doubt is gonna get claimed regardless. Dumb TM thinks I'm looking hot today. Thank you for the tip. Yeah, CO, the one from the document itself. It's delightful, please. This is, non-copyrighted mystical music. And I hate it a lot. The royalty-free zone, no copyright music. We'll find out how true that is. We'll find out how true that is in a moment. Crossbone, I burned a lot of calories during the Labo the other night. As you can see, it paid off. Shinbino would rather have Dunk's algo music again. I'd rather be dead. I'd rather be dead than go anywhere near Dunk's algo music ever again in my life. To be quite frank with you. Thank you, There you go. That's to get you primed for My Immortal. As I said, it's some kind of goth vampire, Harry Potter crossover. Which is a bunch of things that should, quite honestly, never be in a sentence together. But, there you go. Look at fucking... Oh my god. Look at Hermione's makeup and her purple highlights. Oh, and their piercings. Oh, I really hate that. Oh my god, cursed image. Goodbye. Chapter 1. I don't know what voice I'm gonna do for the narrator, but I might intermittently not do a voice if I feel like it. Alright. Author's note. Special thanks. Get it, cause I'm gothic. To my GF. Ew, not in that way. Raven. Bloody Tears 666 for helping me with the story and spelling. You rock. Justin, you're the love of my depressing life. You rock too. MCR rocks. Which, if you don't know what MCR is, it's My Chemical Romance. Chapter 1. Some lovely art from Peach Tea Dreams depicting our hero, Ebony Darkness Dementia Ravenway. Hi, my name is Ebony Darkness Dementia Ravenway, and I have long ebony black hair. That's how I got my name, in parentheses. With purple streaks and red tips that reaches my mid-back, and icy blue eyes like limpid tears. And a lot of people tell me I look like Amy Lee. Author's note. If you don't know who she is, get the hell out of here. Exclamation point. Okay, I don't know who Amy Lee is, so I guess we gotta... Shut her down! I'm not related to Gerard Way, but I wish I was, because he's a major fucking hottie. I like how the face rig worked for 2 seconds and then stopped. I'm a vampire, but my teeth are straight and white. Oh my god. I have pale white skin. I'm also a witch. And I go to a magic school called Hogwarts in England, where I'm in the 7th year. I'm 17. I'm a goth, in case you couldn't tell. And I wear mostly black. I love Hot Topic, and I buy all my clothes from there. For example, today I was wearing a black corset with matching lace around it and a black leather miniskirt, pink fishnets, and black combat boots. I was wearing black lipstick, white foundation, black eyeliner, and red eyeshadow. So you can see I picked the right face rig avatar. I was walking outside Hogwarts. It was snowing and raining, so there was no sun, which I was very happy about. A lot of preps stared at me. I put my middle finger at them. You know when you see a first-person description of the character, you're in for a fucking rough time. Especially one that detailed. Especially one that fucking detailed. But there she is. Faithfully recreated from word for word. What year is this from, by the way? I forgot. Like early 2000s. Snatch just resub. Welcome to the family, Snatch. The fucking classic struggle. The preps versus the goths. She's a vampire. She's a witch. She's goth. And she shops at Hot Topic. I feel like now I'm not goth, and I don't really know any goths at this point in my life. But I sort of feel like real, like, honest to God goths kind of turn their nose up at Hot Topic. Like, they probably look at it like it's fake goth, and they don't shop there. They probably have another, like, more fucked up place that we don't even know about. We wouldn't even know about the place where they shop. Like, we wouldn't be able to get in. Because we don't have goth ID cards issued from the federal government. You know? We probably have no idea of anything about what probably most real goths, they think Hot Topic is lame and for posers. And they make their own clothes. That's what I'm gonna assume at this point goes on. They get it on the black market for me to... Oh, bazinga! Hi, Ebony, shouted a voice. I looked up. It was Draco Malfoy. What's up, Draco? I asked. Nothing, he said shyly. But then I heard my friends call me, and I had to go away. Author's note. Is it good? Please tell me. Thanks. Alright, so I need to point out that instead of saying thanks, she said fangs. Fangs with an F and a Z at the end. In case that wasn't clear. By the way, Peach Tea, thank you for the lovely art. Chapter 2. Moving on. Looks like we don't have art from chapter 2. So we are gonna just, we're gonna continue to look at Peach Tea's beautiful art here. Author's note. Thanks to Bloody Tears 666 for helping me with the chapter. BTW prep, stop flaming my story, okay? The next day, I woke up in my bedroom. You think the fucking preps have nothing better to do but come in here and fucking write nasty shit, you know, in the comment section of the fanfic? Do you really think that went on? Do you think that went on? I'm going to tell you two things right now. Okay, all right, two possibilities. First of all, more likely it didn't go on at all, and she's projecting anger at nobody preemptively. Okay? Or possibility 2, people did do that, but they're not preps. They're just like her 2 friends who she showed this to. Posing as other people, trying to make her feel bad and make her give up. Yeah. Those are the 2 possibilities. The next day, I woke up in my bedroom. It was snowing and raining again at the same time. Wow. Interesting. Yeah, that's a weather phenomenon I don't think I've seen before. Is that something that goes on that I don't know about? Maybe it doesn't happen in this part of the world? Snrain? Snrain. Is there such a thing as snrain, chat? Or snain, moronic giraffe? I like snaining. Wow, a completely before unheard of weather phenomenon. Holy shit. I opened the door of my coffin and drank some blood from a bottle I had. My coffin was black ebony, and inside it was hot pink velvet with black lace on the ends. I got out of my coffin and took off my giant MCR t-shirt, which I used for pajamas. I got out of my coffin and took off my giant MCR t-shirt, which I read that sentence already. Instead, I put on a black leather dress, a pentagram necklace, combat boots, and black fishnets on. I put on 4 pairs of earrings in my pierced ears and put my hair in a kind of messy bun. My friend Willow, author's note, Raven, this is you, woke up and then grinned at me. Do you think Raven appreciated being in the fanfic, or do you think that like it was the last thing in the world that Raven wanted? Do you think Raven was, oh cool, she put me in the fanfic, or do you think it was more like, hey, could I have nothing to do with this possibly? All right, my fucking like my street cred is already destroyed enough that I'm associated with you. Can you not put me in the super cringy fanfic? Thank you. I'd really appreciate that. If you're really my friend, you'll take me out. She flipped her long waist-length raven black hair with pink streaks and opened her forest green eyes. She put on her Marilyn Manson t-shirt with black mini fishnets and pointy high-heeled boots. We put on our makeup, black lipstick and white foundation, and black eyeliner. Alright, what kind of voice are we gonna do for this character?
OMFG, I saw you talking to Draco Malfoy yesterday,
she said excitedly. Yes, so, I said, blushing.
Do you like Draco?
She asked as she went out of the Slytherin Of course they're in Slytherin. Of course they're in Slytherin. I don't know why. I had assumed they would be in Hufflepuff. I mean, I don't know why I went with Hufflepuff. I don't know why. I guess because I feel probably Hufflepuff is underrepresented in the fanfics. But no, shockingly, they're in Slytherin. We went out of the Slytherin common room and into the Great Hall. No, I so fucking don't, I shouted.
Yeah, right,
she exclaimed. Just then, Draco walked up to me.
Hi,
he said. Hi, I replied flirtily. Flirtily is word or not?
Guess what?
He said. What? I asked.
Well, Good Charlotte are having a concert in Hogsmeade,
he told me. Oh my fucking God! And there's periods after every word. I screamed. I love GC. They are my favorite band besides MCR.
Well, do you want to go with me?
He asked. I gasped. Chapter 3. So this art is from Premina. And I'm trying to figure out what it is I'm looking at here. It looks like a hand that's holding a thing, but it's obscured in like vape smoke. I don't know what. Maybe if I read the chapter, I'll find out what it is. I don't remember any of this shit. But by the way, the link is in the chat. Thank you, Author's note: stop flamming the story preps, okay? Otherwise, thanks to the Gothic people for the good reviews. So it got good reviews, apparently. Toad T wants to know when I'm going to read the Goku and Anne Frank fanfic. Somebody emailed it to me, and I'm telling you right now that that's never going to happen. Sorry to disappoint, but that is pretty fucking far from okay. I mean, that's a couple thousand miles from okay, as a matter of fact. So no, we're not going to be reading the Goku and Anne Frank fuck fanfic in this channel. No, sorry. Sorry to disappoint. So people are giving it good reviews as well, it looks like. All right. Shockingly. Most likely possibility there is she's writing them herself. Fangs again, Raven. Oh yeah, BTW. I don't own this or the lyrics for a good tray lot. On the night of the concert, I put on my black lace-up boots with high heels. Underneath them were ripped red fishnets. Then I put on a black leather mini dress with all its corset stuff on the back and front. I put on matching fishnet on my arms. I straightened my hair and made it look all spiky. I felt a little depressed then, so I cried tears of blood. I read a depressing book while I waited to stop bleeding, and I listened to some JC. She read this. I painted my nails black and put on tons, in all caps, of black eyeliner. Then I put on some black lipstick. I didn't put on foundation because I was pale anyway. I drank some human blood, so I was ready to go to the concert. This is how I know, okay, that, see that fucking Goku and Frank thing. Nobody fucking like lusted after fuck and Frank, all right? I'm sorry. I know that people are always telling me like, is if there's a fucking kink, you can fucking imagine it. I'm here to tell you that there's some fucking cases where that's not true, and this is one of them. There's no fucking, it's a fucking vague historical figure. There exists one photograph of them, okay? There's no fucking way. There's no way. There's no, I don't want to hear it, chat. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it that somebody unironically had like a fantasy of fucking Anne Frank. No. And we're closing the door on that. It's not fucking true. It's not true. The person who wrote that, they wrote it ironically. All right? I don't want to see it discussed again. Jesus Christ. I went outside. Draco was waiting there in front of his flying car. He was wearing a Simple Plan t-shirt. They would play at the show too, by the way, because this concert was that cool. Baggy black skater pants. Black nail polish. And a little eyeliner. Author's note. A lot for cool boys wear it, okay? I don't know, I think I'm pretty cool. I don't wear black eyeliner. Shit, maybe I should? Shit, maybe that's where I've been going wrong here. Hi, Draco, I said in a depressed voice.
Hi, Ebony,
he said back. We walked into his flying black Mercedes-Benz. In parentheses, the license plate said 666. And flew to the place with the concert. flew to the place with the concert. On the way, we listened excitedly to Good Charlotte and Marilyn Manson. We both smoked cigarettes and drugs. When we got there, we both hopped out of the car. We went to the mosh pit at the front of the stage and jumped up and down as we listened to Good Charlotte. Am I the only one who, like, being in a mosh pit is very low on the list of things that they ever want to be doing ever? Like, the handful of times I ended up in mosh pits in my life, it was sweaty, it was claustrophobic, it was smelly, and I, in some way, shape, or form, left with a fucking physical injury to my body. Elbow to the nose, all right? Or somebody stepped on my foot, or it's just not fun. It's not a good time. It's not a good time being in a mosh pit. Not for me. Not for me. Why anybody would want to put themselves in that fucking situation is beyond me. I don't care how much you love the band. I don't care how much, you know, you want to fuck. You could enjoy the band, you know, without getting elbowed in the fucking jaw. You know what I mean? Like, it's very possible. Just don't go down there. Percuriosa has friends who love getting roughed up. It's not me. It's not me. I've always been a very delicate soy boy who likes to be kept out of danger. Any activity that involves me, you know, where there's a potential for me to get injured, I'm not involved. Same reason I never played sports. Same reason I never played sports. That's the reason I will not go anywhere near a mosh pit. That's just me personally, Neko Ketamine. What's up, Neko? Hope you're having a good night. Okay, so here is, I guess, lyrics to a Good Charlotte song. All right, let me see if I could do a justice to whoever the lead singer of Good Charlotte is here.
You come in cold, you're covered in blood. They're all so happy you've arrived. The doctor cuts your cord, hands you to your mom. She sets you free into this life.
Sang Joel. I don't own the lyrics to that song. Joel is so fucking hot, I said to Draco, pointing to him as he sung, filling the club with his amazing voice. Suddenly, Draco looked sad. What's wrong? I asked as we moshed to the music. Then I caught on. Hey, it's okay. I don't like him better than you, I said.
Really?
Asked Draco sensitively, and he put his arm around me all protective. Really, I said. Besides, I don't even know Joel, and he's going out with Hilary fucking Duff. I fucking hate that little bitch, I said disgustedly, thinking of her ugly blonde face. The night went on really well, and I had a great time. So did Draco. After the concert, we drank some beer and asked Benji and Joel for their autographs and photos with them. We got GC concert tees. Draco and I crawled back into the Mercedes-Benz, but Draco didn't go back into Hogwarts. Instead, he drove the car into... fucking half page with ellipses. The Forbidden Forest. Oh my god. Not the Forbidden Forest. Oh shit. Oh my god. No. No. Chapter 4. Author's note. I said stop flaming, okay? Ebony's name is Enobi, not Mary Sue, okay? Draco is so in love with her that he is acting different. They knew each other before, okay? Is this, like, author British? Like, should I be doing the accent in, like, a British... Let me see if I can swing that. Draco, I shouted. What the fuck do you think you're doing? It's not gonna... No, I can't do that. It's not... No, nothing is happening here. Draco didn't answer, but he stopped flying the car. But he stopped the flying car, and he walked out of it. I walked out of it too, curiously. What the fucking hell? I asked angrily. I can't shit. Yeah, it's not happening, Dad. It's not a thing. It's not a thing.
Ebony?
He asked. What? I snapped. Draco leaned in extra close, and I looked into his gothic red eyes. He was wearing color contacts, by the way. That's in parentheses. You don't have goths in England, or Tamik? Just Eros. Well, I don't know what Eros is. Really? You don't have goths? That's odd. Didn't Gothism start in Europe? Wasn't that like one of the major Germanic tribes that like conquered Europe, like back at, like pre-Roman Empire, or like during the Roman Empire, the Goths, right? So I mean, yeah, like anybody of European descent is actually Goth. Somewhere along the line, confirmed. Wow. No wonder we're so depressed all the time. It's like in our blood and stuff. Yeah. Holy shit. Yeah, sorry to break it to you, Dankplank. You're goth. Also, yeah, there was gothic architecture, Tranquil Turnip. I mean, I remember being in Europe and walking around and like going in all the, the historic churches and stuff. And everything. And seeing like all kinds of edgelord shit, like statues of the Virgin Mary with like, blood tears. You know what I mean? Like images of like dead doves and things like that. And fucking, yeah. A fucking Renaissance era sculpture of, yeah. A Renaissance era sculpture of the lead singer from Good Charlotte. It may have been Jesus. It may have been Jesus. Okay. But come to think of it, I mean, can you think of a more like goth edgelord motherfucker than Jesus Christ of Nazareth? Dude was hanging on the cross. He was like, go ahead. Just slap the other cheek. See if I care. I don't even care. Go ahead. You want to stab me and like slowly watch my blood leak out of my body? That's fine. Like, I don't even give a fuck. Like, that's cool. Alright? Like, you want to do all kinds of like nasty shit to me? That's fine. Like, none of this means anything anyway. I totally know my apostles are gonna betray me, but like, that's just life. Like, I'm not even gonna try to stop them. Like, let them do it. Let them do it. I don't even care. Of course, like, there's no such thing as friendship. There's no such thing as true friendship. Like, of course, I totally expected them to do it. Like, come on. Where the fuck was I in this? Draco leaned in extra close, and I looked into his gothic red eyes, which revealed so much depressing sorrow and evilness. And then suddenly, I didn't feel mad anymore. And then, suddenly, just as Draco kissed me passionately, Draco climbed on top of me, and we started to make out keenly against the tree. We started to kiss everywhere, and my pale body became all warm. And then... What the hell are you doing, you motherfuckers? It was... Dumbledore. Chapter 5. Author's note. Stop flaming. If you flam, it means you're a prep or a poster. The only reason Dumbledore swore is cause he had a heat deck Okay, and on top of that, he was mad at them for making out. P.S. I'm not updating until I get 5 good reviews. What the hell are you doing, you motherfuckers? Dumbledore. Dumbledore made, and Draco and I follow him. He kept shouting at us angrily. You ludicrous fools! He shouted. I started to cry tears of blood down my pallid face. Draco comforted me. When we went back to the castle, Dumbledore took us to Professor Snape and Professor McGonagall, who were both looking very angry. They were making out in the Forbidden Forest, he yelled in a furious voice. Why did you do such a thing, you mediocre dunces? Asked Professor McGonagall. How dare you? Demanded Professor Snape. I gotta work on that Snape. How dare you? There we go. How dare you? And then Draco shrieked.
Because I love her!
Everyone was quiet. Dumbledore and Professor McGonagall still looked mad, but Professor Snape said, Fine. Very well. You may go up to your rooms. Draco and I went upstairs while the teachers glared at us. First of all, why is making out against like the school policy? Oh, that was edited, wasn't it? Oh, I'm serious. Was that like, yeah, was that graphic? You need to drown more with the Snape voice. You need to drown more with the Snape voice. You need to drown more with the Snape voice. It's gonna be a work of progress. It was well, that explains why he was so angry, I guess. I mean, what does he care? Like, it wasn't even on the school grounds, was it? Is the Forbidden Forest like on the school grounds? Like, why did Dumbledore go all the way the fuck like off of school grounds to bust like some kids, you know, being kids, you know what I mean, out in the middle of the fucking woods? Like, what is this guy's damage? It's just a super prude school. Did that happen in any of the books ever, where like kids got in trouble for kissing and stuff? Like, is that canon? Is that established canon? What is Hogwarts a Catholic school? Seems kind of incongruous with what I know. Oh, not good at this says, well, it's forbidden, duh. Oh, they weren't supposed to be there in the first place, and then they were getting it on in the place where they weren't supposed to be in the first place. Okay. Okay, so I guess I could see it. I'll give it to him. I'll give it to him. Also, another big part of it, Major Morsel. Lest we forget, Dumbledore had like a massive headache. Okay, to be fair. So he wasn't in a good mood to begin with. Okay, then he saw people going into the Forbidden Forest. Then he saw them doing, you know, getting it on in the Forbidden Forest. He lost his shit. He snapped. Okay, so he was just having a bad fucking day to begin with. All right.
Are you okay, Ebony?
Draco asked me gently. Yeah, I guess, I lied. I went to the girls' dorm and brushed my teeth and my hair, and changed into a low-cut black floor-length dress with fucking goddamn her and her description of clothes! With red lace all around it and black high heels. When I came out, Draco was standing in front of the bathroom, and he started to sing, I Just Want to Live by Good Charlotte. Oh my fucking god. How many women in the chat like when they were younger, would have swooned if, like, you know, a dude that they were like hanging out with suddenly busted into, you know, his own rendition of I Just Want to Live by Good Charlotte. I want to see one person be like, yeah, that would have been, you know, that would have been awesome. That would have felt like, you know, I would have loved that. I would have liked that. I would have liked that. That would have been, you know, that would have been charming. That would have made me swoon. A single one? A single one. I want to see a single one. I think everybody here, it seems like we're in unanimous agreement that we would have never spoken to that kid again. Jesus Christ. So yeah, the art, by the way, is from 87 Octane, which I didn't say, and it's fucking awesome. Octane, thank you for this incredible art. And we have, of course, the gothic Draco Malfoy consoling Ebony Raven, whatever the fuck, while she cries her patented tears of blood. Man, what an inconvenience that must be, tears of blood. Tin Man would swoon if a chick started singing Pantera. All right, I'll give you that. This is different though. Goblin Twink, I mean, you know, whatever helps me score these days, you know? I mean, if I gotta sit there, go outside a woman's, you know, bedroom window with a fucking boombox and just start screaming the lyrics to a good Charlotte song, listen, whatever I gotta do, whatever I gotta do. I'm desperate! Why isn't this thing working? Okay, Face Rig, your cooperation would be greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated. Alright, I can't worry about that. There we go. Oh yeah. So Draco was singing Good Charlotte. I was so flattered, even though he wasn't supposed to be there. We hugged and kissed. After that, we said goodnight, and he reluctantly went back to his room. Chapter 6. With some art from Natalie Dujour, or as they are known on Twitch, Natalie Today, or did they change it? In any case, Natalie, I love this art. Thank you so much. Really interesting stuff. Can't wait to see what that's about. Oh, man. Author's note. Shit up preps, okay? P.S. I will not update up till you give me good reviews. The next day, I woke up in my coffin. And then there's another paragraph about what she fucking put on. What she wore that day. And my inclination is to skip it. Because I'm seeing way too fucking much of it. I don't think I can handle it. No. I'm done reading descriptions of clothing in this fanfic. I'm not doing it anymore. Like, I'm putting my fucking foot down. I'm done. It's a fucking, it's like 10 sentences about how she dressed herself. And I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. So I'm gonna skip it. Chapter 7. No. I put on a black miniskirt that was all ripped around the ends, and a matching top with red skulls all over it, and high-heeled boots that were black. I put on 2 pairs of skull earrings and 2 crosses in my ears. I spray painted my hair with purple. Oh, Celia, you don't have to. I have to read it. If I don't read it, there's not going to be anything to fucking read. So, she put on 2 crosses, crucifix earrings, confirming that, even goths think that Jesus Christ is pretty fucking metal. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, it's a pretty fucking dark gothic religion. It is. And also, the other interesting note here is that, I barely moved my head. Why did that desync? Is that she spray painted her hair with purple. Like spray paint. Like took a can of spray paint, shook it, you know, to disperse the sediment, and then put spray paint in her hair. Didn't dye it. No. Spray painted it purple. Which has to be, like, really bad for the split ends. No, it says spray painted, El Ricardo, man. It says spray painted. Don't take fashion tips from Ebony Katniss Everdeen, or whatever the fuck her name is. In the Great Hall, I ate some Count Chocula cereal with blood instead of milk, and a glass of red blood. It's part of a balanced breakfast. Alright, it's things like that. See, that right there especially, is a pretty strong indication that this was written ironically. Right? Because listen to me, you know, you're a fucking, you're a preteen edgelord, alright? And you're trying to, you know, get yourself some vampire cred. You can't be stupid enough to think that Count Chocula is gonna help you do that. You can't be. You can't be. Count Chocula is probably, I would imagine, very offensive to vampires. You know, it's a cartoonification. It's a caricature and a commodification of their culture. Right? This is like, you know, Irish people being offended by the leprechaun from Lucky Charms. You know what I mean? Which I imagine has to go on. Cultural appropriation. There it is. It's cultural appropriation. Just take a fucking cartoon, you know. They probably also resent the Count from Sesame Street. Although maybe they, you know, maybe they appreciate, like, the representation. In any case, Count Chocula, not gonna fly with vampires. No. They're gonna be very upset with Count Chocula. Okay? Just, it's not hard to reason that out. You think there's a single clown who doesn't resent the existence of Ronald McDonald, Tranquil Turnip? Do you think there's a single one who doesn't look at him like a no-talent fucking hack and a fake clown? And a fake clown to boot? Yeah. What happened to the music? In the Great Hall, I ate some Count Chocula cereal with blood instead of milk, and a glass of red blood. Suddenly, someone bumped into me. All the blood spilled over my top. They have to resent Pennywise too, Ghost Disease, of course. Bastard! I shouted angrily. I regretted saying it when I looked up, because I was looking into the pale white face of a gothic boy with spiky black hair with red streaks in it. I was looking into the face of Shadow the Hedgehog. It doesn't say that. He was wearing so much eyeliner that I was going down his face, and he was wearing black lipstick. He didn't have glasses anymore, and now he was wearing red contact lenses just like Draco's. And there was no scar on his forehead anymore. What is this music? So it's Harry Potter? It's Goth Harry? He had a manly stubble on his chin. He had a sexy English accent. He looked exactly like Joel Madden. So the dude from My Chemical Romance, correct? Or, no, Good Charlotte. Also, Jitter Jams. Back to the family. Thank you so much, Jitter Jams, for the resub. He was so sexy that my body went all hot when I saw him. Kind of like an erection, only I'm a girl, so I didn't get one, you sicko. I'm so sorry. Wait, no, that's Harry.
I'm so sorry.
He said in a shy voice. That's alright. What's your name? I questioned.
My name's Harry Potter, although most people call me Vampire these days.
He grumbled. Why? I exclaimed.
Because I love the taste of human blood.
He giggled. Well, I am a vampire, I confessed.
Really?
He whimpered. Welcome to the family, Zargantic. Thank you so much for the sub, by the way.
Really?
He whimpered. Yeah, I roared. Yeah, I roared. We sat down to talk for a while. Then Draco came up behind me and told me he had a surprise for me. So I went away with him. Chapter 7. Bring me to life. Uh-huh. And face rig desync, I see it, and fuck, barely moving around. The art that you're looking at is from Microgravity, and it's fucking awesome. You can see some of Microgravity's links to stuff on there, but I think we're also going to get it in the chat too. Thank you, check out Micro stuff. Micro's fucking huge friend to the stream, and I also consider her a close personal friend. Great gal. Thank you so much, Micro. Even if her gravy is a little bit on the small side. Authors? No. Well, okay, you guys. I'm only reading this because I got 5 God reviews. In BTW, I want write the next chapter till I get 10 good Vons. Sto Flaming, or I'll report you. Or ill report you, rather. Evoni isn't a Mary Sue, okay? She isn't perfect. She's a Satanist. And she has problems. She's depressed, for God's sake. Draco and I held our pale white hands with black nail polish as we went upstairs. I mean, yeah, I'd continue with Fic too if I got 5 God reviews, Strawberry. Does she mean that the reviews are like godlike? Like they praised her work as godlike? Or like, you know, they were reviewed by like, yeah. You know, Yahweh did one, you know, Ganesh did one, you know what I mean? Shiva did one. I can't find my spot again. Where was I? Oh, here we go. I was wearing red Satanist things on my nails in red nail polish. Author's note. See, does that sound like a Mary Sue to you? Sorry, a Maru Sue to you? Does it? Well, does it? Does it? Didn't think so. Hatters. I waved to Vampire. So that's what we're calling Harry Potter now, huh? Vampire. Oh boy. Oh, he redubbed himself Vampire. It's a total Harry move. Total Harry move. If I know Harry, that's totally something Harry would do. Dark misery was in his depressed eyes. I guess he was jealous of me that I was going out with Draco. Anyway, I went upstairs excitedly with Draco. We went into his room and locked the door. Then, We started Frenching passively, and he took off his pants when all of a sudden I saw a tattoo I had never seen before on Draco's arm. It was a black heart with an arrow through it. On it, in bloody gothic writing, were the words, vampire. Well, vampire is one word. And by the way, why is it, who cares? Hair Traffim is like, holy shit, cool! El Ricardo man says, yeah, he took off his pants and you focus on his arm. I have a suspicion this bit may be edited for community guidelines compliance. I was so angry. You bastard! I shouted angrily, stomping towards the door.
No, but you don't understand.
Draco pleaded, but I knew too much. No, you fucking idiot! I shouted. You probably have AIDS anyway. Wow, what a conclusion to jump to. Well, if you're drinking blood all the time, isn't it like an inevitability that sooner or later you're gonna get AIDS from somebody? Like, I mean, blood is how AIDS is transmitted chiefly. So, I mean, I would be surprised if fucking every vampire walking around, you know, didn't get AIDS at one point or another. Yeah. And just have it. And I mean, not feel any effects from it, because I guess it's a vampire and, you know, it's immortal. Right? So you're not gonna, like, actually, they're not gonna feel it, but they're gonna be carriers for it. So, like, maybe they could give it to people with, yeah. Every bloodborne illness, by that token, Omseal, yeah. Mm-hmm. But why does she care if she's a vampire, Papanade? Oh my god. Oh, I hate everything. I stomped out. Draco ran out even though he was naked. He had a really big you-know-what, but I was too mad to care. I stomped out and did so until I was in Vampire's classroom, where he was having a lesson with Professor Snape and some other people. Vampire Potter! You motherfucker! I yelled. Wow, that's probably gonna upset old Professor Snape. I feel like he has a low tolerance for outbursts in the classroom, based on what I know of him. Chapter 8. This is art from Cataracti, and it's gorgeous. Cataracti, thank you so much. Cataracti always doing lovely art for the stream. There should be links in the chat for Cataracti, if in fact that's what they wish for, and it is there. Chapter 8. Author's note. Stop flossing, okay? If you do, then you are a prep. Everyone in the class stared at me. Okay, thanks, Face Rig. And then Draco came into the room, even though he was naked, and started begging me to take him back.
Ebony, it's not what you think.
Draco screamed sadly. My friend B. Ludi. Oh my god. So B apostrophe Loody Mary Smith. Beludi. My friend Beludi Mary Smith smiled at me understatedly. Where the fuck did she get that word? She flipped her long waist-length gothic black hair and opened her crimson eyes like blood that she was wearing contact lenses on. By the way, waist length is not spelled waist like the body part, it's spelled waste like garbage. Which, is very ironic. Very ironic indeed. She had pale white skin that she was wearing white makeup on. Hermione was kidnapped when she was born. Her real parents are vampires, and one of them is a witch, but Voldemort killed her mother, and her father been an edgelord because he was depressed about it. So hang out. Hang out a second. I gotta back it up here. She's retconning like the histories of the characters. Are you allowed to do that in a fanfic? Are you allowed to just be like, oh, you know what? I don't like the backstory that the character was given by the original author. Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna completely toss that shit out and give them my own. You're allowed to do that. Kingly Capybara says, I don't see why not. Cause I thought you needed to use the fucking established lore and then create your own, you know, stories with the established characters. And you can reinvent the characters. If you're gonna reinvent the fucking characters, come up with your own story. Or come up with your own characters in the universe. What do you, right? No? Am I being an asshole? I'm being an asshole. Fanfics are lawless. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so the dad suicided in the original Diopside Jersey says. Okay, so yeah, so in his wisdom took out like the references to things like, you know, suicide and other fucked up, you know, mental health stuff and things like that, which was a good move on his part, I think. Seal, thank you so much. Whether or not that's a violation of the community guidelines, I don't care. You know what I mean? I'll tell you what, I've joked about suicide a number of times in the past. All right, pre and post me doing that charity stream, and I felt like an asshole afterwards every time. So you know what? I try to not do that when I can avoid it, because it is fucked up. That we avoided in this, I think, is a good thing. So good call. Thank you. Okay. Where was I? She still has nightmares about it, and she is very haunted and depressed. It also turns out her real last name is Smith and not Granger. In parentheses, since she has converted to Satanism, she is in Slytherin now, not Gryffindor. Gryffindor. Griffin Door, which I think is wrong, correct? All right, so now I have to now I have to do Snape. I have to do Snape now. Hang on. I have to do Snape now. Okay. Now. These are vocal exercises, by the way. This is what I hear Vinny do, and every time he's warming up before doing a vocal recording in the studio. This is a real thing, by the way, that vocalists do. Not making it up. I'm probably not doing it right, for the record. Whoever, why does it sound like a car? Because I'm not doing it right. Okay. I also made it more ridiculous for comedic effect.
What is it that you desire, you ridiculous dimwit?
Snape demanded angrily in his cold voice, but I ignored him. Vampire, I can't believe you cheated on me with Draco! I shouted at him. Wait a minute, what? So I thought that the tattoo was just to indicate that he was a vampire. Now we're finding out that he got the tattoo because he's in love with Harry Potter or some dumb shit. Oh, man, we're in for a fucking ride, huh? Everyone gasped. I don't know why Ebony was so mad at me. I had... Wait, what is this? What the fuck is... Is this supposed to be dialogue that is from... Vampire? Wait a second. Wait. She wasn't dating Vampire. Okay, she wasn't dating Vampire. She was dating... What the fuck is going on? Did it change POV? So what character am I now? I'm so confused. What character am I now? Per Curiosa, it's Draco's POV. You can't do that. All right, I know you're telling me that fanfics fucking are lawless or whatever, but this is just objectively bad. I have no idea what's going on. So how long was it, Drake?
Vampire, I can't believe you've cheated on me with Draco. I shouted at him. Everyone gasped. I don't know why Ebony was so mad at me. I had went out with Vampire, I'm bi, and so is Ebony, but for a while. But then he broke my heart. He dumped me because he liked Brittany, a stupid preppy fucker. We were just good friends now. He had gone through horrible problems, and now he was gothic. Haha, like I would hang out with a prep.
So what the fuck? I'm doing the same voice for both of these characters now.
But I'm not going out with Draco anymore, said Vampire.
And then it goes back to... Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, fucking right. Fuck off, you bastard. I screamed. I ran out of the room and into the Forbidden Forest, where I had lost my virility to Draco, and then I started to bust into tears.
I don't care what character it's supposed to be. Like, I'm done. Chapter 9. You know what? It's a good point for a BRB. I'm gonna hydrate. I'm gonna get a quick snack. I encourage you all to do the same thing. This is fucking wreaking havoc on my voice, by the way. Draco sounds like more of an asshole, Gubby. Yeah, I feel like I knew that about the character, but just didn't care. I'll work on it. This art is delightful. And it's from Kusok, K-U-S-O-K-K here. Hakusha. Awesome. Congrats on the job, and thanks for coming by. I'm glad you could make it tonight. Yeah, let me set up a BRB here real quick. I got a video for you guys, a very appropriate video that also features art from my lovely and talented community. There's Kusok's Twitter. Thank you, yeah, I will be back. We will continue the madness. We will continue the madness here with Pop Team Epic, My Immortal, I guess. Stay tuned.
Chapter 13. The Handsome One. The castle grounds snarled with a wave of magically magnified wind. The sky outside was a great black ceiling, which was full of blood. The only sounds drifting from Hagrid's hut were the disdainful shrieks of his own furniture.
Oh, I'm a nightstand! Oh! Oh, I'm an end table! Oh! Oh!
magic. It was something that Harry Potter thought was very good.
I'm a two-seater sofa.
Leathery sheets of rain lashed at Harry's ghost as he walked across the grounds toward the castle. Ron was standing there and doing a kind of frenzied tap dance. He saw Harry and immediately began to eat Hermione's family.
Hermione, help us! Oh, he's eating my face! Oh, Hermione, he's eating my face! Hermione, oh! Hermione!
Delicious, Harry.
Hermione, he's eating my butt!
Delicious.
Hermione, help my butt! Hermione! Oh, he's biting into my butt! Oh, God, Hermione, help us!
Ron's shirt was just as bad as Ron himself.
If you two can't clump happily, I'm going to get aggressive.
Confessed the reasonable Hermione. What about Ron magic? Offered Ron. To Harry, Ron was a loud, slow, and soft bird. Harry did not like to think about birds. Death Eaters are on top of the castle. Ron bleated, quivering. Ron was going to be spiders. He just was. He wasn't proud of that. But it was going to be hard to not have spiders all over his body after all is said and done.
Look,
Said Hermione.
obviously there are loads of Death Eaters in the castle. Let's listen in on their meetings.
The three complete friends zapped onto the landing outside the door to the castle roof. They almost legged it, but witches are not climbing. Ron looked at the doorknob and then looked at Hermione with searing pain. I think it's closed, he noticed.
Locked!
Said Mr. Staircase, the shabby-robed ghost. They looked at the door, screaming about how closed it was.
Oh my goodness, oh, this door is so very, very closed.
I've never seen a door this closed, Harry! Harry!
And asking it to be replaced with a small orb. The password was
Beef women!
Hermione cried. Harry, Ron, and Hermione quietly stood behind a circle of Death Eaters who looked bad.
I think it's okay if you like me,
Said one Death Eater.
Thank you very much.
Replied the other. The first Death Eater confidently leaned forward to plant a kiss on his cheek.
Oh, well done.
Said the second, as his friend stepped back again. All the other Death Eaters clapped politely.
Oh, that's sexy.
Oh, I always knew those two would get together. Oh, I'm so glad they finally hooked up. Oh yeah.
Then they all took a few minutes to go over the plan to get rid of Harry's magic. Harry could tell that Voldemort was standing right behind him. He felt a great overreaction. Harry tore his eyes from his head and threw them into the forest. Voldemort raised his eyebrows at Harry, who could not see anything at the moment.
Voldemort, you're a very bad and mean wizard.
Harry savagely said. Hermione nodded encouragingly. The tall Death Eater was wearing a shirt that said, Hermione has forgotten how to dance. So Hermione dipped his face in mud. Ron threw a wand at Voldemort, and everyone applauded. Ron smiled. Ron reached for his wand, slowly.
Ron's the handsome one,
Muttered Harry as he reluctantly reached for his. They cast a spell or two, and jets of green light shot out of the Death Eaters' heads. Ron flinched.
Not so handsome now,
Thought Harry as he dipped Hermione in hot sauce. The Death Eaters were dead now, and Harry was hungrier than he had ever been. The great hall was filled with incredible moaning chandeliers and a large librarian who had decorated the sinks with books about masonry. Mountains of mice exploded. Several long pumpkins fell out of McGonagall.
Oh my!
Dumbledore's hair scooted next to Hermione as Dumbledore arrived at school. The pig of Hufflepuff pulsed like a large bullfrog. Dumbledore smiled at it and placed his hand on its head. You are Hagrid now.
We're the only people who matter. He's never going to get rid of us.
Harry, Hermione, and Ron said in chorus. The floor of the castle seemed like a large pile of magic. The Dursleys had never been to the castle, and they were not about to come there in Harry Potter and the Portrait of what looked like a large pile of ash. Harry looked around and then fell down the spiral staircase for the rest of the summer.
I'm Harry Potter!
Harry began yelling.
The dark arts better be worried! Oh boy! Ouch! Oh, ow! 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 Ouch! Oh bother! Oh! Oh my! Oh criminy! Oh! Oh my goodness! Oh.
All right, there it is. Harry Potter and the portrait of what looked like a large pile of ash. If you don't know, that was goes back to what we were talking about last night during Detective Pikachu. Written by an algorithm that they had fed all the Harry Potter books into. And they were like, go ahead, why don't you take a shot at writing your own Harry Potter book, machine? Give it a whirl. Give it a whirl. Go ahead. I'm sure it'll be good. And without fail, every time you put creativity in the hands of a machine, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. We've seen it with the portraits, we've seen it with the music, we've seen it with this. We've seen it with YouTube. Okay, algorithms need to be this has to stop, okay? Down with algorithms. What do you think is making all those those Finger Family videos and those Elsa Gate videos? I don't think those are being made by people. I really don't. There's a computer algorithm making those fucking videos to somehow capitalize on YouTube's shitty broken algorithm. So you have an algorithm preying on an algorithm. This is fucking nauseating. Why are we letting any of this happen? It is time to stop. It's time to stop. Anyway, My Immortal. Okay?
Daddy figure, where are you?
Fucking nightmarish. It's fucking completely nightmarish. Have you ever watched one of those? And you could tell, yeah, there's no human element to it. It's like, whoa, what the fuck? Nuts. And they're sitting there with millions of views. Millions of views when there's people fucking killing themselves to get 10 views. It's fucking outrageous. It's outrageous. Don't think I haven't considered taking a crack at a Finger Family video myself. Expect to see a Finger Family video on the highlight channel at some point in the near future. Whoops. There we go. Okay. It'll be a parody, of course. But a lot of those exist. A lot of those do exist. Okay. Where are we at? Kusok. Expect the entire channel to be overhauled into Finger Family videos. Hergtraffum. Okay.
Chapter 9.
I forgot the voice. What was I doing? Chapter 9. Author's note. Stop flaming, okay? I didn't read all the books. This is from the movie, okay? So it's not my fault if Dumbledore swears. Dumbledore. Man, the Dumbledore, he's got such a potty mouth. Besides, I said he had a headache. And the reason Snap docents lick Harry now is because he's Christian and Vampire is a Satanist. MCR rocks. I was so mad and sad. I couldn't believe Draco for cheating on me. I began to cry against the tree where I did it with Draco. Yeah, you fuck. That's how you get swole, Void Mayonnaise. You lift Dumbledores, right? Brody, you even left? I lift Dumbledores. I do 2 Dumbledores in each hand. Then all of a suddenly, an horrible man with red eyes and no nose and everything started flying towards me on a broomstick. He didn't have a nose, basically like Voldemort in the movie, and he was wearing all black, but it was obvious he wasn't Gothic. It was Voldemort. So why did you put basically like Voldemort in the movie in parentheses earlier in the sentence? No! I shouted in a scared voice, but then Voldemort shouted, Imperious, and I couldn't run away. Crookshanks! I shouted at him. What the fuck is Crookshanks? Voldemort fell off his broom and started to scream. I felt bad for him, even though I'm a sadist. Oh, so I stopped. Ebony, he yelled. Thou must kill Vampire Potter. I thought about Vampire and his sexy eyes and his gothic black hair and how his face looks like Joel Madden. I remembered that Draco had said I didn't understand, so I thought, what if Draco went out with Vampire before I went out with him and they broke up? The obvious, the first conclusion. No, Voldemort, I shouted back. Voldemort gave me a gun. No, please, I begged. I did say Joel Madden 180 Digi. I did. Oh, I did. Thou must, he yelled. If thou dost not, then I shall kill thy beloved Draco. How did you know? I asked in a surprised way. Voldemort got a dude, you're so dumb look on his face. I hath telekinesis, he answered cruelly. And if you doth not kill Vampire, then thou know what will happen to Draco, he shouted. Then he flew away angrily on his broomstick. I was so scared and mad I didn't know what to do. Suddenly, Draco came into the woods. Moxie gifted a sub to High Justice Grim Stoner. To the family, Stoner. Moxie, thank you so much for the gift. Holy crap. Thank you so much. He has telepathy? What do you mean he has telepathy? And by the way, why is Voldemort talking in like old English? He didn't do that ever, right? Voldemort speaking in old English like thou, thee, thou, like he never did that shit, correct? Draco, I said. Hi.
Hi.
He said back, but his face was all sad. He was wearing white foundation and messy eyeliner. Kind of like a pentagram, get it? Between Joel Madden and Gerard Way. Oh my fucking Christ. Oh, this is... Guys, this is starting to hurt a little bit. Are you okay? I asked.
No.
He answered. I'm sorry I got all mad at you, but I thought you cheated on me. I expelled. So the thing, she's afraid to use the word said too much, right? S-A-I-D. She's afraid to use it too much because she feels like she's got to mix it up. Like she went into the fucking thesaurus and tried to come up with like alternate ways to say the word said. Whew, man. That's what it is, Natalie, right? Yeah. You know, it's funny. I brought this up during the last fanfic reading, my Sonic High School reading. But in Stephen King's On Writing, he has like 5 pages where he's like, trust me, it's okay to use the word said like multiple times in a sentence. Like, use it as much as you want. I swear to God, like, it's not a big deal. Nobody's gonna think you're a shitty writer. They will think if you're a shittier writer if you keep trying to fucking weasel out of using it. Just use it. I swear to God, nobody cares. If I have to read one more fucking manuscript like that, I'm gonna vomit. Stephen King said that. I'm paraphrasing, of course. That's okay, he said, all depressed. And we went back into Hogwarts together, making out. While they were walking, they were making out, I guess. Oh my God. I love this Pop Team epic art, by the way, from Cusack. Kill Vampire Potter. Do it, cunt. It's fucking great. Chapter 10. So this art's from Thriller Theater. Of course, depicting something that's going to be taking place in the chapter. I'm going to make this smaller and move it. It's barely working. It's getting in the way of everybody's art. It's starting to really piss me off. There's links to Thriller Theater's deviant art in the chat there. Thank you, Omsil. Again, you made sure that these people's art blogs aren't like, you know, NSFW and all that good shit, right? Like we talked about. Remember we discussed making sure that to get the links for the SFW stuff. Remember we had a nice big long conversation. Thank God. Okay. Oh man. Wow. All right. Chapter 10. Author's note. Stop it, you guys. If you do not lick my story, then fuck off. P.S. It turns out Bloody Mary isn't a muggle, a furt. Al N. She and vampire are evil. That's why they mobbed houses. Okay. What? What do you mean? Excuse me? I was really scared about Voldemort all day. Voldemort. I was even upset. Went to rehearsals with my gothic metal band, Bloody Gothic Rose 666. I am the lead singer of it and I play guitar. This is fake! This is fake! This has to be fake. This has to be fake. I guess Gryffindor had to fuck close up shop one time. Yeah, like, who's left? Who's left in Gryffindor at this point? Hufflepuff, fuck. I don't think Hufflepuff ever existed, now that I think about it. Like, was anybody ever in Hufflepuff? People say that we sound like a cross between GC, Slipknot, and MCR. All the best bands. It's only all the best things about all of the best bands combined into one band. That's what my band sounds like. Fucking dumb little bitch. That was inappropriate. This made me so angry that I couldn't hold that in. She didn't say that, by the way. It's fucking. I filled in the blanks. I'm sorry. I'm saying it made me just. I snapped. I lost my temper. I apologize. Okay, moving on. The other people in the bands are Bloody Mary, Vampire, Draco, Ron. Although we call him Diabolo now. He has black hair now with blue streaks in it. And that entire thing was in parentheses. And Hagrid. Oh yeah, is Hagrid the drummer? Hagrid's gotta be the drummer. Only today, Draco and Vampire were depressed, so they weren't coming and we wrote songs instead. I knew Draco was probably thinking about death. He wouldn't die because he was a vampire too, and the only way you could kill vampire is with a CROSS. There's no way I'm writing that. Or a stake. STEAK. And Vampire was probably watching a depressing movie like The Corpse Bride. The most depressing movie ever. The Corpse Bride. Is it lore, like vampire lore, that when they eat beef, like it's just bad for, like they can only eat blood, and if they try to eat beef, like cow flesh, it actually, like, it hurts them? Potentially kills them? Is that a thing? Because I know vampires need blood to survive, but maybe they can't eat anything but blood, or like, or it has like a negative effect on them, or some dumb shit. Is that? I put on a black leather shirt that showed off my boobs and tiny matching miniskirt that said simple plan on the butt. I really hate this. Do I have to finish this? You might think I'm a slut, but I'm really not. Not a slut. No. Totes not a slut. Well, Hashimi says yes, but I'm telling you guys that after tonight, we don't have any more art for it. So, well, I'll tell you what. Here's the sitch. I have art for chapters 11, 13, and 25. And after that, I have no art left. There's no more art. So, if anybody wants to be a part of this thing, just contact Omseal with the email. Right? Is that's how we were doing it? Correct me if I'm wrong. We were having people send their art. There's a Google Doc with the procedure. So if you want to make art, we need the art. If nobody makes art, I mean, I guess I'm off the hook. But if you make art, then I have to do it. Especially because I'll feel bad that I didn't use your art. So if you want to guilt me into doing it, make some art. There you go. Ready to get guilt me into something. What else we got here? Lost my spot. You might think I'm a slut, but I'm really not. No, we're not going to read the whole thing tonight, Peach Tea. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. This is going to be a serial thing. We're going to keep going. Like once every couple of weeks or whatever. We were singing a cover of Helena. And at the end of the song, I suddenly burst into tears.
Ebony, are you okay?
Bloody Mary asked in a concerted voice. What the fuck do you think? I asked angrily. And then I said, well, Voldemort came and the fucking bastard told me to fucking kill Harry. But I don't want to kill him because he's really nice, even if he did go out with Draco. But if I don't kill Harry, then Voldemort will fucking kill Draco. I burst into tears. So she knows that the word has an R in it, in this paragraph, but not in the previous two where I saw it. Suddenly Draco jumped out from behind the wall.
Why didn't you fucking tell me?
He shouted.
How could you fucking poser muggle bitch?
See, is that out of character? See? Is it? I started to cry and cry. Draco started to cry too, all sensitive. Then he ran out crying. We practiced for 1 more hour. Then suddenly, Dumbledore walked in angrily. His eyes were all fiery, and I knew this time it wasn't 'cause he had a headache. What have you done? He started to cry wisely. See, that's basically not swearing, and this time he was really upset, and you will see why. Ebony Draco has been found in his room. He died of sudden terminal edgelordism. Okay, I see what you did here, Not very subtle, but, how else was he gonna do it? Well, it's the thought that counts. Thank you, Umsil. Press F to pay respects. Press F. Chapter 11. What the fuck? Author's note. I said stop flaming up preps. See if this chapter is stupid. It deals with really It deals with psoriasis. Oh god, that sounds like a fucking venereal disease. Psoriasis. SPC for yourself if it's stupid. What is this? Brew thanks to my friend Revan for helping me. Now, I screamed. I was horrified. 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 Oh, wait a minute. Is this spelled right? No. No. That's not spelled right. Horrified. That's how you actually spell it. Here's how it's spelled in the fic.
Horrorfield.
It's like the goth version of Garfield, Horrorfield. There's no L in it. Don't worry about it. Balloony Mary tried to comfort me, but I told her to fuck off. And I ran to my room crying myself. Dumbledore chased after me shouting, but he had to stop when I went into my room, 'cause he would look like a perv that way. Well, it's better with an L in it, Major Morsel. It's better with an L. I like it better with an L. Anyway, I started crying tears of blood, and then I put them into a black crystal goblet and drank them. I was so fucking depressed. I put on a black No! I put on a low-cut dress with lace all over it sandly. I put on black high heels with pink metal stuff on the ends and 6 pairs of skull earrings. I couldn't fucking believe it. Then I looked out the window and screamed. Snap was spying on me, and he was taking a videotape of me. They were sitting on their broomsticks. No, Gubby, I flipped out because it's another description of clothing. Yeah, Shooty Toon, snap. Meanwhile, Crackle and Pop were nowhere to be seen. So it's just... all the breakfast cereal mascots are now conspiring to take out Ebony Darkness, whatever the fuck. Ebony Darkness Aberdeen. Ew, you fucking pervs! Stop looking at me naked! I screamed, putting on a black towel with a picture of Marilyn Manson on it. Sorry! Putting on a black towel with a picture of Marilyn Mason on it. Suddenly, Vampire ran in. Yeah, you know Marilyn Mason? You know, the industrial metal songwriter who stylized... He came up with his name after being inspired by old-timey fashion models and old Jewish comedians. Abracadabra. Wait, no, it's vampire. What the?
Abracadabra.
He yelled at Snape and Lupin, pointing his womb. So who's Lupin, first of all? Who the fuck is Lupin? Like Lupin the Third? It says Loopin. Who the fuck is Lupin? Is that a character? That's a pot. It also says womb void mayonnaise. It says WOMB. I think that she meant wand. I'm gonna assume she meant wand. But this says womb. This says womb. Oh, it was the werewolf professor? Awesome. Good. Oh, Lupin because lupus. Alright. Well, that's on Rolling. It's not on whoever wrote this, right? Do you ever just point your womb at someone, Armadillo? You ever just do it? You ever just get fed up and be like, that's it. That's it. I'm going to aim my uterus in your general direction. Just gonna aim it in your general direction. I took my gun and shot Snape and Lupin a gazillion times. And they both started screaming and the camera broke. Suddenly, Dumbledore ran it. You gotta see how this is spelled. This is the best one yet.
Dumbledore.
Holy shit, that's good. And also, Lupin's name is spelled like this. I feel like this is important for me to tell you. Suddenly, Dumbledore ran in.
Ebony, it has been revealed that someone has... No!
He shouted, looking at Snape and Lupin, and then he waved his wand and suddenly... Hagrid ran outside on his broom and said, "Everyone, we need to talk." Oh, is that what happened? Oh, okay then. No quotation marks. This is not dialogue. Who the fuck is speaking now? What do you know, Hagrid? You're just a little Hogwarts student. What? Hagrid is a grown man, correct? He's the fucking, like, the ogre guy? Who's the groundskeeper ogre? With the big beard and the donkey sidekick that hangs out on Hogwarts? Right? Right?
Donkey, I may be a Hogwarts student.
Jared paused angrily.
But I'm also a Satanist.
This cannot be.
Snap said in a crisp voice as blood dripped from his hand where Dumbledore's wand had shot him.
There must be other factors.
You don't have any! I yelled in madly. Lupin held up the camera triumphantly. Fake! No, it's fake. This is not. No, this is ironic. This is written ironically. That's fake. That's fucking fake. No, that's fake. This is how. Yeah. Natalie, you spelled it right. That's how it's spelled. Triumphantly. No, that's fake. No, you don't fuck that up that badly. That's a joke. No, it's a joke. That's a joke. No fucking way. No, it's not. It's not real. No, that did it. That did it. I mean, you're telling me, is there a circumstance where that mistake could be honest? I want you to paint the scenario where that mistake is made honestly. Honestly. Please. Please, help me out here. Well, what does Lupin sound like? The lens may be ruined, but the tape is still there. I will be Lupin. Alright, Natalie today has an idea. She types triumphantly, and the word only does the red underline squiggle under fantly. Yeah, well then, it's one word, not two. So, somebody would have had to have deleted the space between triumph and elephantly, right? Which by the way, triumph is not a word. Like that would have been, that would have had the red squiggly line too. Okay. And then once in either case, once the space is deleted, the entire thing is going to have a red squiggly line under it. And the top suggestion is going to be triumphantly. Because there's no other word that's going to look like that. Right? Also, Makoto 6 makes an excellent point. Elephantly isn't a word. That's a great point. It's a great point. It's word 06. Really? There is somebody helping the author, Ploptypus. Whatever. We're not getting any younger here. I felt fat. More than I normally do, like how it feels when you do not drink enough blood. Why are you doing this? Lupin said angrily while he rubbed his dirty hands on his cloak. Cloak? It could have been sabotage, Scurrilicious Spades. By the way, thanks for coming tonight. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, it could have been sabotage. Under the guise of helping, sure. By the way, this art is something else. So the pig from the Barnyard cartoon is is the doctor. Yeah, why is that a thing? Why is that a thing? I don't care. I kind of love it. Also, if I didn't say this, the art is from Thriller Theater. Thank you, Thriller Theater, for this lovely art. So yeah, why are you doing this? And then I heard the words that I had heard before, but not from him. I did not know whether to feel shocked and happy or to bite him and drink his blood because I felt faint. Because Harjid said, and he paused in the air, dramatic. All right, one thing at a time here. Harjid. Do we want to pronounce that like Hargid, or do we want to pronounce it with a soft G so it sounds more like turgid? Harjid. Turgid, Harjid. And he paused in the air dramatically. Dramatically. Fuck, like a pterodactyl. Holy fuck. Waving his wand in the air. Then swooped he in, singing to the tune of a gothic version of a song by 50 Cent. Guys, what are we doing here? What is this? Why are we... This is not a good use of our time. Like, we're all gonna die one day. I mean, shouldn't we be like, what is this? Shouldn't we be like outside? Shouldn't we be outside? You know, getting oxygen and just enjoying life. What is this?
Because you're gothic.
Snap asked in a little afraid voice because he was afraid it meant he was connected with Satan. Because, donkey, I love her. Okay, big reveal. Also, sorry to tell you this, Lich Pit, but we don't have art for Chapter 12, so you're going to have to continue to listen to this during Chapter 12. Authors, no. Stop saying, okay. Hagrid is a perv too. A lot of people in American schools are like that. I wanted to address the issue. How do you know Snap Ian Christian plus Hagrid isn't really in love with Ebony? That was Cedric. Okay. So, what? Hagrid is a perv to a lot of people in American schools. Why are you talking about? But this isn't in America, Shadow Ghost, so maybe she's saying that she's American? Maybe she's saying that she's American. She's saying that she's American. So even though the story doesn't take place in America, she wanted to address an American issue or something. Fuck the face. I'm so over trying to get the face rig to work. Whoever said that. Yeah. Well, Christian is spelled with the K, Permina, to the point where it didn't even occur to me that they could have been saying that he was a Christian. I mean, I thought that was somebody's name. I didn't understand anything about that sentence. There should have been a comma in there, Armadillo. Commas are important. Don't underestimate commas. Don't make that mistake. But also, don't overuse them. Don't overuse them either. That's also a bad look. It's a comma in mistake. No. Wait a minute, what? Who? Again, I have no indication who's speaking at this point. No! I thought it was hair grid. Like hair grid. Like a weave. Like when somebody gets a weave, a hair grid. I thought it was hair grid, but it was vampire. He started to scream.
OMFG! No! My skull hurts!
And then his eyes rolled up. You could only see his red whites. His red whites. I stopped. How did you know?
I saw it, and my scar turned back into the lightning bolts.
No! I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have a scar anymore, I shouted.
I do, but Diabolo changed it into a pentagram for me, and I always cover it up with foundation.
He said back.
Anyway, my scar hurt, and it turned back into the lightning bolts. Save me. Then I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. Voldemort has him bondage. Voldemort. Yeah, Voldemort.
All right, Wolfster. Wolf. Dude. Still here? Bad news. You got to change your Twitch name to Voldemort. You got to change it. Let me get you the spelling. There you go. You got to change it. Anyway, I was in the school nurse's office now, recovering from drinking my own blood. Snap and Lupin and Hagrid were there too. They were going to St. Mango's after they recovered, cause they were pervs, and you can't have those fucking pervs teaching in a school with lots of hot girls. Gurlz. Dumbledore had constipated the video camera they took of me naked. I put up my middle finger at them. Still think it's real? Still think it's real? No. No, that is a deliberate... To swap out confiscated for constipated? Nah, no way. No way, that's fake. Nah, that's fake. That's fake. 100%. No question. No question in my mind at this point, no. Anyway, Hagrid came into my hospital bed holding a bouquet of pink roses. I love how she fucking has not spelled this character's name right a single time. Enderby, I need to tell you something. Ogres are like layers. Ogres are like layers. They have onions. Enobi. I need to tell you something, he said in a V serious voice, giving me the roses. So it says V serious, like V period serious. V, like she couldn't write very. She didn't write very. She put V period serious. The layers have onions thing, Kerm, was because I wanted to get like the Scottish accent for the Hagrid. Fuck off, I told him. You know I fucking hate the color pink anyway. And I don't like fucked up preps like you, I snapped. Hagrid had been mean to me before for being gothic. No, Ebony, Hagrid says. Those are not roses. What, are they goths too, you poster prep? I asked because I was angry that he had bought me pink roses. I saved your life, he yelled angrily. No, you didn't, I replied. You saved me from getting a Paris Hilton pee video made from your shower stain and being viewed by Snap and Lupin. A Paris Hilton pee video. So there's a video of what, Paris Hilton peeing? Is that real?
And where do I get a copy?
The pee-pee tape apocalypse is upon us! It says P video, Natalie. P-video. So, what is she talking about? What is she talking about? Oh, man. Okay, moving on. I feel like I have to say this. I don't really want to see the Paris Hilton pee-pee tape. I don't want to see... I don't have a piss kink, alright? I don't need to put any more fuel on that fire. It's a joke. Please be mature about this. Okay? I lost my spot. He pointed his wand at the pink roses. These aren't roses. He suddenly looked at them with an evil look in his eye and muttered, well, if you had wanted honesty, that's all you had to say. That's not a spell, that's an MCR song. I corrected him wisely. I know, I was just warming up my vocal cords. Then he screamed. Petulus merengo mi cremically romacio. For all you cool gothic MCR fans out there, that is a tribute. Especially for Raven. I love you, girl. Imo noto okeo. What? It's Japanese now? Imo not o okeo. What is it, fucking pig Latin? And then the roses turned into a huge black flame floating in the middle of the air. And it was black. Now I knew he wasn't a prep. Okay. I believe you now. What the fuck is Draco? I'm not gonna be able to finish this thing. I'm not gonna be able to fucking finish. This is garbage! Hergrid rolled his eyes. I looked into the balls of flame, but I could see nothing. You see, Anobi, Dumbledore said, watching the two of us watching the flame. Oh my fucking god. Okay, so it looks like the friend may have stopped proofreading it because it's suddenly become completely illegible. To see what is in the flames. Ha, you reviewers flames, get it? You must find yourself first, okay? I have found myself okay, you mean, old man? Hergrid yelled. Dumbledore looked shocked. I guess he didn't have a headache or else he would have said something back. Hergrid stormed off back into his bed. You are a liar, Professor Dumbledore. Yeah, this isn't being proofreaded. Or it wasn't proofreaded for like a paragraph. Dumbledore. The sequel to Finding Nemo, Natalie, today. Yeah. Anyway, when I got better, I went upstairs and put on a black leather mini...
black leather mini dress that was all ripped on the ends with lace on it. There was some corset stuff on the front. Then I put on my black fishnets and black high-heeled boots with pictures of Billy Joel Armstrong on them!
Can we talk about how bad those boots would look for a second? Can we talk about... No, Lamango. No, Billy Joe Armstrong. The guitarist vocalist from Green Day. Like what part of the boot has his picture on them? And what is it? Is it just his face? Is it his whole body? Why would anybody think that would look good? Even in your imagination. Even in your imagination, that looks like shit. Oh, man. What? If it's funnier for you to think that there's pictures of Billy Joel on the shoes, Lamango, you have my permission to imagine Billy Joel on the shoes. Yes, you do. Oh, my God. Whew. I put my hair all out. What? I put my hair all out around me so I looked like Samara from The Ring. Oh, no shit, the face rig. See, I told you it was appropriate. If you don't know who she is, you're a prep, so fuck off. And I put on blood red lipstick, black eyeliner, and black lip gloss.
You look kawaii, girl.
Bloody Mary said sadly. Fangs, get it? You do too. I said sadly too, but I was still upset. I cried into the goblet again in my bathroom and put the shades on so Snap and Lupin couldn't spy on me this time. I went to some classes. Vampire was in the hair of magic creatures. What? He looked all depressed because Draco had disappeared and he had used to be in love with Draco. He was sucking some blood from a Hufflepuff. Oh, so the Hufflepuffs are just like meat. They're just meat for the vampires at this point.
Hi,
he said in a depressed way. Hi back, I said in a Wakwali-said way. I said in a Wakwali-said way. We both looked at each other for some time. Harry had beautiful red gothic eyes, so much like Draco's. Then, ellipses. We jumped on each other and started making out. Stop it right now, you horny simpletons! Shouted Professor McGoggle. Shouted Professor McGoggle, who was watching us, and so was everyone else. Vampire, you fucker, I said, slapping him. Stop trying to French me. You know I loved Draco. I shouted, and then I ran away angrily. Yep, high school sure is rough. Wizard school sure is a tough time in a kid's life. I mean, man, who can't relate to that? Am I right? Just then, he started to scream.
OMFG! No! My scar hurts!
And then his eyes rolled up. You could only see his red whites. Again with that. No! I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have a scar anymore, I shouted.
I do, but Diabolo changed it into a pentagram for me, and I always cover it up with foundation.
he said back.
Anyway, my scar hurt, and then I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. Voldemort has him in bondage.
Is this a copy and pasted paragraph from earlier, from the last chapter? Is this a mistake? Special thanks to Raven, my Gothic's blood sister. WTF, you're supposed to writ this. Hey Raven, do you know where my sweater I? Chapter 13. With some art from Lynn Rinku. It's absolutely lovely, Lynn Rinku. Thank you so much for this delightful Dumbledore. Delightful Dumbledore. He's diddly dumbly delightful. Looks like you made a mistake. Cause this art is from Lynn Rinku. Meanwhile, I don't have any art from Ty is Really Gay. Yeah. Okay, moving on. Chapter 13. Author's note. Raven, thanks for gulping. Oh, that sounds like a gross fucking sex act. Gulping. It's like felching, but it's gulping. Thanks for gulping me, Agen. Agen. Thanks for gulping me, Agen. I'm sorry I talk your pastor of Gerard, but that guy is such a fucking sex bomb. Perhaps stop flamming. This is fake.
Gulpin, gulpin.
It's a Pokemon. Yeah.
Gulpin, gulpin. Gulpin.
Well, it's the fucking the Pelipper evolution, right? Gulpin. Gulpin. Wolf, were you not here before? Because your name hasn't been changed. Your Twitch name hasn't been changed. Just couldn't help but notice that you still have the same Twitch name. Couldn't help. Oh, you must have missed it. Vampire and I ran up the stairs looking for Dumbledore. We were so scared. Dumbledore. So she spelled it. The name repeats. 2 instances of the name right next to each other. One of them is spelled correctly. One of them is not. How is that possible? How is that possible? It's not possible. Dumbledore came there. What is it that you want now, you despicable snobs? He asked angrily. Voldemort has Draco, we shouted at the same time. New spelling. This time with an S instead of an F. He laughed in an evil voice. What? No, don't. We need to save Draco, we begged. No! 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 He said meanly. I don't give a darn what Voldemort does to Draco. Not after how much he misbehaved in school. Especially with you, Ebony. He said while he frowned, looking at me. Besides, I never liked him that much anyway. Then he walked away. Vampire started crying.
My Draco!
He moaned. Author's note. Don't you think gay guys are lick so hot? It's okay, I tried to tell him, but that didn't stop him. He started to cry tears of blood. Then he had a brainstorm.
I had an idea.
He exclaimed. What? I asked him.
You'll see.
He said. He took out his wand and did a spell. Then, suddenly, we were in Voldemort's lair. This one has to be seen. Voldemort's lair. We ran in with our wands out just as we heard a croon voice say, "Allah Kedavra!" It was Voldemort. Alright, listen to me. This is what Voldemort is saying right now. You still think it's real, Natalie? You still think it's real? You still think it's real? It's not real. No fucking way is it real. Did Harry Potter have a spell that was instant transportation, like across, like, was that a thing? Transportation, teleportation spells, is that real? Chapter 14. Author's note. Fuck off, preps, okay? Raven. Thanks for helping agent. I'm sorry I couldn't update, but I was derperested. Derperested. And I had to go to the hospital cause I felt like dying. P.S. I'm not updating till you give me 10 God revoirs. Warning. Oh, wait. Milagro Man wants to know, what's up, Milagro Man? You want to know what a prep is? It's a Chad. That's the 2006 word for Chad. Did I clear that up? Good. You're welcome. Warning. Some of this chapter is extremely scary. Viower excretion advised. See, here's the problem. You can't make that many mistakes. Like, okay, if it was one of them, okay? If it was excretion, or if it was, you know, a triumelephant, or if it was constipated, if it was one of them, I'd give it to you. But with all three of them, no fucking way. No way. No way. No way. Oh, this shit is scray. Oh shit, she's scray. We ran to where Voldemort was. Voldemort? It turned out that Voldemort wasn't there. Instead, the fat guy who killed Cedric was. Draco was there, crying tears of blood. Snaketail was torturing him. Vampire and I ran in front of Snaketail. Who's Snaketail?
Vindoji says, if you want to know the truth, the whole thing was fake, but it caused discourse on Tumblr for incredibly complicated reasons. What, arguing about whether or not it was fake? Alright, so guys, the spoop warning is in effect. If you're easily spooped, please cover your ears. Take off your headphones. Mute the stream. What? Snaketail was torturing him. Is this like another character? Who's Snaketail? Wormtail. Oh, wow. Rid my sight, you despicable preps. He shouted as we started shooting him with the gun. Then suddenly he looked at me and he fell down with a lovey-dovey look in his eyes. Ebony, I love you. Will you make out with me? He said. In this, he is 16 years old, so he's not a perv, okay? Huh? I asked. Oh, it's a Death Eater?
Ebony, I love you. Will you make out with me?
Asked Snaketail. I started laughing crudely. What the fuck? You torture my BF and then you expect me to French you? God, you are so fucked up, you fucking bastard. I said angrily. Then I stabbed him in the heart. Blood poured out of it like a fountain.
Surprised nobody wanted to illustrate that.
No! He screamed. He started screaming and running around. Then he fell down and died. I burst into tears, sadly. Snaketail, what art thou doing? Called Voldemort. Then he started coming. We could hear his high heels clacking to us.
I'm working on it. Hold on a second. That's the high heels. Wait a minute. Why is Voldemort in high heels?
So we got on our broomsticks and we flew to Hogwarts. We went to my room. Vampire went away. There, I started crying.
Because Goth Strawberry Rose Garden? Because he's fabulous. Because he's a drag Voldemort. He's on his way to RuPaul's Drag Race. Voldemort could pull off. I could see Voldemort pulling off drag. Sure, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. There's something to draw if anybody was looking to do some art tonight. Voldemort and drag. That's your favorite show, Per Curiosa? I've seen episodes of it, and the ones that I've seen were great. Yeah, it's a good time. I can't find my spot again. Okay, wait, I got it. Man, this is really hard to... Oh, I'm Seal, is that why you were highlighting things in the Google Doc? Because it was pretty fucking awesome if that's why you were doing it. Flew to Hogwarts.
What's wrong, honey?
Asked Draco. It's so unfair, I yielded. Oh, man. Why can't I just be ugly or plain like all the other girls and preps here, except for Biludi Mary, because she's not ugly or anything?
would you want to be ugly? I don't like the preps anyway. They are such fucking sluts.
Answered Draco. What? Answered Draco. Yeah, but everyone is in love with me. Like Snape and Lupin took a video of me. Hagrid says he's in love with me. Vampire likes me, and now even Snaketail is in love with me. I just want to be with you, okay, Draco? Why couldn't Satan have made me less beautiful? I shouted angrily. Oh, yeah. Yeah, how relatable.
Hashtag relatable.
Author's note, don't worry. Inobi isn't a snob or anything, but a lot of people have told her she's pretty. So in case you were worried that the main character might be conceited about, you know, her looks, which I don't know what would give you that impression, but in case you did have that impression, don't worry about it, because the author is chiming in here to tell you that they're not a snob. It's just that's the result of people telling her how pretty she is all the time. But she's not really a snob, in case anybody thought that. I'm good at too many things. Why can't I just be normal? It's a fucking curse! I shouted, and then I ran away. Okay. So, we're up to chapter 15. It's 9:47. 2.5 hours. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. This has been very taxing on my voice. So I'm gonna go rest it now. I'm not gonna take a break. I'm just gonna shut it down, Kerm, for the night. I'm also having some epic back pain again, so yeah, it's emotionally taxing. Guys, thank you all for coming to hang out for this fucking stupid bullshit tonight. I'm trying a new thing. It's not video games. People liked it when I did the Sonic High School, so we're keeping the train rolling. Thank you for coming to check it out. I really appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, you can find me on social media and YouTube. Links are in the chat. Thank you, Sick. Okay. Did anybody make art for tonight's stream? If you did, you could tweet it at me with the hashtag Jabroni Mike Art, and we will take a look at it. Hashtag Jabroni Mike Art. And latest, and we have one piece here from 87 Octane. My art for the My Immortal reading stream, since it's broadcasted, complete with the depiction of my reaction to the My Immortal reading stream. Sorry about the disjointed way I read that. It's just that these fucking shitty, bad grammar fanfics get in your head in a certain way and then make you think that every sentence that you're looking at has a fucked up grammatical syntax. Your sentence is fine, I just want to point out. Complete with the depiction of my reaction to the My Immortal reading stream. 87 Octane, I love it. But please take it easy on the booze. Big mood, chat, big mood. That's just fucking straight up Smirnoff. Are you at least mixing it with anything? Fucking Christ. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed. I don't know if I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow night. I hope I can. If I can't, I'll see you Thursday. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. But I hope you enjoyed this little excursion from the regularly scheduled programming. And let me take a minute to thank all the artists who worked on art for this thing. So much awesome art here tonight. I really appreciate it. And also, thanks to the mods for putting... This wouldn't have happened without the mods. They dealt with all the
art submissions and filling out the schedule and all that good shit, and dealing with, getting the art and organizing the art. That was really cool of the mods too. Thank you guys for taking the reins on that. Anyway, I'm out. I'll see you real soon. Take care and lots of love, guys. Also, thanks for the subs and the resubs and the bipe if I didn't say that.